Are you a writer or are you an author? Now, when you write, what tone do you display in your writing, or what tone do you convey in your writing? That tone is the attitude. Okay? Now, the last time I taught you about mood, I told you something about mood in literature. So today I'll be telling you about tone. Your tone could be anger, frustration, joy, anxiety, enthusiasm. So that's a tone, the attitude of the author. Welcome to my literature class. My name is Oluwatomi Sianyofejesu. I am your delectable tutor. And today I'll be telling you tone in literature. And as I said, I have told you about mood. That was in the last class. And there is a difference between mood and tone. I'll be telling you that in the next class. But let's face tone. Now, the tone is the emotional coloring or attitude embedded in writing. That grammar is too big, right? Okay, let me make it simpler. The tone is the author's attitude. The tone tone in literature is the author's attitude. Now, this attitude can be conveyed through diction. Diction has to do with choice of words used by the author. Let's take a look at Edgar Allan Poe's The Telltale Heart. The narrator describes the old man's eye as the eye of a vulture, and this conveys a tone of fear and obsession. That is diction. Now, the tone of the author can be conveyed through sentence structure. These can be short, declarative sentences. Now, sentence structure influences rhythm. It emphasizes what I really mean is sentence structure influences rhythm, then it lays emphasis on emotional impacts. For example, he ran, he fell, he screamed. The tone here is panic. He ran, he fell, he screamed. That is panic. It can also be in long sentences. Tone is expressed in the way punctuation marks are used in sentences. So, for instance, question mark is a tone asking a question. Exclamation mark could reflect someone shouting, or could reflect an anxious tone. That is exclamation mark. It could reflect anger. That is exclamation mark. Now, the tone of the author also is conveyed through imagery. Now, imagery is a descriptive language that appeals to the senses. Example, he moved like a shadow. The tone here is mysterious and ominous. Tone can also be conveyed through nostalgia. For instance, when you say time flies. Time flies. Okay, that is a nostalgic tone. We have the humorous tone. He had a nose so big it needed its own passport. That is a humorous tone. Then we have the sarcastic tone. Someone having a bad day says, "Oh, great, just what I needed." That is sarcastic. This means that was not what he needed. Okay, that is for someone who was having a bad day. Tone can also be pessimistic. The day dragged the same way, same silence, slow undoing. That is a negative outcome. That is a pessimistic tone. And tone can be optimistic. Okay, now the optimistic voice is a voice of hope. Okay, now I'll recite this. This is a positive, you will see the positive tone in this poem. Still I Rise by Maya Angelou. Bringing the gift that my ancestors gave, I am the dream and the hope of the slave. That is Still I Rise by Maya Angelou. And the tone here is triumphant declaration of survival and legacy. And so that is tone. Tone is the attitude of the author. And this attitude is conveyed through imagery, it is conveyed through syntax, and it is conveyed through diction. The tone can be nostalgic, humorous, sarcastic, pessimistic, or optimistic. In next class, I will be telling you the difference between mood and tone.